going on, Brodies? Lovely ladies, how y'all doing out there? We here. Matter of fact, let me introduce myself. My bad. My name is Moneybaggshawdy. Where money is and everything, it's a blessing. But look though, we got Adin Ross, introducing Andrew Tate to Adam 22, and Lena the plug. I'm guessing that's his wife or whatever. Adam 22 and his wife been in the press about, you know what I'm saying, basically his wife actions outside of their marriage. You know what I'm saying? She is, I think, an adult entertainer, adult star, film star. I don't know what the fuck she is, to be honest. I just found this shit out from Soul Illuminati, bro. Watching Soul Illuminati, I found out shit. Somebody fucking this bitch. Keep it a stack. Keep it 100. Now, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter what race you is, black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Haitian, African. Don't no man want another man fucking his girl. That's just, I don't care if you in the adult industry or not. You dig what I'm saying? But it makes it put a little bit more sauce on it when there's a black guy fucking a white girl and she got a white husband and shit like that. Like that shit, I don't know why it put a little bit more sauce on this shit. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know if it come from that slavery shit or back in the day type shit. But you know what I'm saying. I guess it makes them feel inferior. I don't know. I don't really give a fuck. But you know what I'm saying. We about to with Andrew Tate being who he is in social media. You know what I'm saying. I kind of feel like he's mm, the white Kevin Samuels a little bit, but like on a different type of level. Not like higher, but more so like he does it in a different type of way. You feel what I'm saying? Because like Andrew Tate came to the surface around the time where Kevin Samuels had died. Because Kevin Samuels was really running that niche, that he was running that lane for real. But let's hop into it and see what's popping, man. Hey, man, if you love your shawty, man, don't let her go out here and do no wild shit, man. For real, man. Like, and shawty, if you love your man, I know you ain't gonna go out here and do no wild shit.
Hello.
Hey, Lena.
Hi, guys.
Do you hear me?
Hold on. First off, like I don't mean to pause it right away, but I can tell off Bucks. This is supposed to be some type of set her straight type shit. You got Andrew Tate, a so-called guru or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to him though. You dig what I'm saying? With and his following and shit like that. Um, Adin Ross, he really been stopping like from the videos I've been watching. Cause I know who Adin Ross is. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with him to a certain extent though. He once he stopped doing all that sus shit. He stopped all the sus shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, Adam, look. You could look at how everything is right now. Look at Adam 22 face. He's serious in the mud. He already know what this shit is. They probably set this shit up. You feel what I'm saying? And then you got her in the background knowing she did something wrong, but she's smiling about the shit because she really happy. If she wanted slong, she wanted slong. Like that, it's crazy, but it is what it is, bro. That's the world we living in. Females is doing what they want to do. So you having going out there marrying her, having a wife, knowing what she do, that's kind of dumb on your part, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you all. Hello.
Lena, Adam, we can't hear you. Lena, this is my friend. I don't know if you've heard of him before. His name is Andrew Tate.
Never heard of him. Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And she
How are
already
you?
playing games.
I'm pretty good.
That's good. Yeah, good.
Lena, I can see you know you have a black microphone in your face. It's very nice.
That's
Does it
crazy.
remind you of anything?
Andrew?
We have to be very careful with this conversation, and I'm going to explain why. Let's start by setting some ground rules, because it's very nice to meet these two people, and I've never met them in real life, and I believe...
That's crazy. Yeah, bro. You picked the wrong. You tripping, bro. You tripping like a motherfucker, Slim. You, dog. You see what she just said to bro? Bro, you out here going like that? Just like you can find another one of her, bro. There's plenty of her walking around this bitch, bro, that will respect you, bro. She do not respect you, bro. That's crazy, bro. Man, respect over everything. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all niggas is weird.
And being respectful to everybody. That's who I am as a person. I believe in treating everybody with respect. And even if we're going to have an interesting conversation, we're going to have disagreements in this debate, perhaps, that might evolve. I'm not going to sit here and insult anybody. That's not who I am. So I know.
Sometimes it takes an angry white guy to catch an angry white guy.
I'm just doing my job.
FX is Justified. City Primeval. All new Tuesdays on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Hurry this shit up, because I want to see this shit now.
What you're trying to make me do, Adin. You're trying to make me say something which could be deemed offensive, and that's not what I'm going to do.
I'm not sure.
Because we're all individuals, and we can all make our own choices.
We have a lot more in common than we have separating us, because believe it or not, the Matrix has been out to get me too. So,
has it? Tell me how.
Bro, they've been trying to cancel me for years. All kinds of made-up sexual assault bullshit and everything under the sun. The same exact playbook that they've been using to try to take you out the game. So you may disagree with some of our sexual proclivities, but believe me and Andrew Tate, we're victims of the same struggle. So
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's crazy. Don't do that.
And I think once you get to a certain level of fame and influence, every single man's going to be hit with this. I mean, the reason Adin
that's true though.
It's just so unbelievable. Everyone knows Adin's fucking full of shit.
I literally have though, bro.
Yeah,
Adin like 30 times, bro. 30 times.
For hanging around with chicks? They said you like had sex with a girl or whatever. You got sexual assault.
No, nothing like that. Thank God I haven't
exactly
had that.
what I mean. Yeah, because everyone knows you're not.
But I remember Adin Ross being in the I guess cancel culture or whatever it is from what he said about it's only two genders out here, which is true. Like that's real shit. Like whatever else that you proclaim yourself as, you proclaimed yourself as that. But the creator only made two beings, bruh. He only made two. That's what the creator did, bruh. It is what it is. It's been that way since the beginning of the time, my nigga.
Getting laid, so that's fine. But when you're an actually high status male, it's pretty clear that happens.
Whatever, bro. Cool.
And so it can't be true.
Say again, sorry.
I know
trans girls.
I know girls who have fucked Adin, so I don't think that's totally true.
What? How do you know this?
I know all about you, Adin.
Tell me all about Adin.
Bro, hey, what is this, bro?
That's crazy.
I know like 10 trans chicks that Adin fucked.
All right, see, now people are gonna believe that shit. It's not true at all. Come on, bro. You know it's not true.
Adin?
Andrew, I swear to God, I've never fucked a trans girl before. All my life, I never will.
Let me tell you all a story. When I was
I don't like people that play like that, bro. Because I'm gonna come see
Thailand.
about you, nigga.
And
Don't put that shit on my name.
Man who lived in Thailand because I was fighting. So I lived there for 2 years. And I lived there, and I must be the only man who lived in Thailand. I've never paid for sex, never slept with a prostitute, none of the weird shit. So I'm living in Thailand, and I had this Russian girlfriend, and then she went back to Russia, and I was a bit lonely, and I thought, okay, I'm going to try and get myself a new girlfriend. And by coincidence, the same day, I met this beautiful Swedish girl, and she was backpacking. And I met her, and I went up to her and started saying hello, blah, blah, blah. We agreed to go for a drink that night. After talking to her, I was walking home, and as I was walking, this transsexual who must have been about 55, 56, had a couple teeth missing. Some man, clearly a man, I don't want to, misgender, clearly a man, but was a transsexual, was walking across the road from me, and he/she pointed at me and said, "Hey, I can tell by how you walk. You have a big dick."
What the fuck?
And I looked back at this transsexual and thought, well, I'll take the compliment. And I said, yes, that's true. Thank you very much. And I continued on my walk. That was the end of the story. Until 9 o'clock.
See, he baiting. He bidding right now. He bidding right now. Cause he plan like this is what men, niggas do this shit, men do this shit, bruh. This is why when it's a conversation between men, only men should be in the room. When it's a conversation with women, only women should be in the room. What I mean by that is, it's like this, like the type of conversations that men have. It's a time where you can bring both together and then they conversate about certain things. But it's certain subjects that only men around men can talk about. There's only subjects that women, understand what I'm saying, right? He bidding right now because he know his wife is right there on the screen, bruh. Why the fuck is you out here telling that? What does that story got to do with any fucking thing, bruh? Like, what is the purpose of this shit? That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to like. I'm not trying to like be like the asshole of the situation, bro. But it's like I hate niggas that do that. I hate men that do that. I like stop bidding, bro. You ain't even have to tell that story, bro. To be honest, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't a bunch of females in there. It ain't like it's two other men in there and a female, and she married. The fuck?
Rolls around, I get on my motorcycle, I go down to this bar to meet this Swedish girl. I'm sitting there, I get drinks on the table. She turns up 20 minutes late, and I'm sitting there with the Swedish girl. And after an hour and a half of drinking and enjoying each other's company, I'd already kissed her twice. I was due to go back to her house because my house was a dump and she had more money than me. And we're going to go and stay at hers. When the transsexual walks in the bar, and in front of the entire bar, she walks in and points to me across the bar and goes, "Dick!" And the entire bar stops.
What did
And
she
looks,
say?
Big dick. She said big dick.
and the entire bar stops and looks at her, the old transsexual with missing teeth, and then looks at me. And I tried to explain for the following 10 minutes to this Swedish girl that I've never slept with this person. I don't know why she says I have a big dick, and I've never been with her, and I don't know, and I just saw her on the street, and she didn't believe me. She went toilet and never returned. That's a story from when my lonely night in Thailand. That's true, and it completely happened.
You never give a ladyboy a shot?
I've never given a ladyboy a shot. No, am I
That's
missing out?
crazy.
Adam?
I haven't done it either, but I went out to Thailand when I was like 19, 20, and the
Now they see this is what like, oh shit, come on, bro. This is now like they in a
ladyboys are out there, and some of them, even back then, this was like 20 years ago, they were doing a pretty impressive ruse. Like they looked like more of a woman than a lot of women that I know. So, you know, shout out to them.
I've seen a lady
Jack, give me
kick the
questions
fuck
to
out of a
ask.
dude. It was a really interesting sight. He was saying some shit to her, running his mouth, and she literally fought like a man and beat the shit out of him. And it was pretty interesting to see. Heels on and everything.
All right, can I just address the elephant in the room? Why is nobody talking? Yo, so Lena, you just finished. I heard the video's going crazy on Pornhub. You guys crashed it.
It's on my OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So Adam, if you don't,
Well, you
sorry,
look like a
Andrew,
cold
what happened
goofy.
was, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you heard Andrew. They did a video. Basically, Adam and them, they're married. They've been married for a while. They have a beautiful family. Basically one day, they decided to, Adam said, hey, hun, you can go ahead and get a BBC by this guy. So they had a big black cock insert her puss. And,
Was not in the video.
yeah, that bruh. Y'all see why now white people y'all like getting like y'all that's some white people shit. Now do y'all see that shit? Like look what the gesture he just did with his hands, bruh. You're weird, bruh. But these the people that be getting like y'all be like that be, bruh. You was cool with the podcast. Dog, we thought you was part of the culture. You was like, you got a little sense to you. Negative. That shit crazy as hell, man. Y'all gotta stop this shit, man. Y'all gotta stop this shit, especially the motherfuckers that got the clout, cause y'all trying to make this shit cool when the shit not cool. You just got clout to make it seem like you cool. That shit is not cool, bruh.
And that's
True.
pretty much what happened. And thoughts, Andrew?
Well, I think I mentioned this on one of my previous podcasts. I said that I wouldn't personally do that.
Bro.
But it's not my personal preference. But I want to make something clear. I'm really careful about what I say to people. I don't want to insult anybody. That's not who I am as a person. If that's their personal decision to make, then they can make their own personal decisions and do as they please. I'm not here to sit and say they shouldn't do it. All I
Fuck
can say is
that.
that I wouldn't personally do that. That's not something I would
That shit
allow
weird.
my woman to do. But perhaps I'm missing something. Maybe you can tell me why I'm wrong. I'm not sure.
Would you guys let your wife do that?
The thing that the most important piece of context that is missing is the fact that we already had been doing porn for, I mean, maybe 5-6 years, or really since the very beginning of our relationship. And
Bruh, the only thing cool about you and your girl doing porn is when it's you and your bitch, nigga. Not you letting another nigga hit your bitch. The fuck?
You know, she is 32. She is a mother. Realistically, she's not going to be doing this forever. But we decided that it made a lot of sense for her to, you know, seize upon the moment, the fact that she's still got her youth about her, and slurp up a black cock for the fucking paper, man.
He liked it. He liked watching the video.
Yeah, I was kind of turned on by it. I'm not gonna lie.
So
That's
my question
crazy, bro.
Sorry, one more time. Lena, right? Correct? Lena?
Lena, yes.
Lena, do you think that you have an emotional attachment to this man now, or like you literally wouldn't care what happened to him? Let's say, heaven forbid, something, I don't know, he got locked up and went to jail or something. Like, would you care, or would you literally have zero interest in him as an individual?
Feel for him as I would feel for like almost anyone I'd ever met who went to jail, but like, no offense, Jason, I see you as like a male sex doll. Like, you were just...
No emotional attachment to him whatsoever?
No. This is where I have my emotional attachment.
Okay, well then,
The fake leg rub.
capable of keeping that divide, then I'm not here to insult you. And the reason I don't insult people, I also want to make this very clear, because
Yeah, he definitely nerfed.
maybe it's
He
just the
definitely
life I've
nerfed.
lived. But
Nah,
I think
nigga.
the internet has fucked the world up, and I think one of the
That's
ways
true.
it's messed the world up
That's
is everybody's
true.
constantly running their mouths. And the world I'm from and the life I've lived, if you insult somebody, it's you have to be prepared to defend that opinion. And I know people who have run their mouths and end up getting shot for it. And I don't like to
That's
sit around
true,
and
too.
insult people unless I have a genuine beef with them. So I'm not here to judge you or your life. I'm
But-
just say that it's not something.
But stating your opinion on a situation is not insulting them. Stating your opinion on a situation is not insulting them. Insulting them is calling people out their name. What Michael Irvin suing a lady for. I forgot the word. My bad, y'all. But like when somebody lying on your name, that's kind of like insulting somebody's integrity and stuff like that. But when you speaking on a situation though, this is a situation. This is like, and the fact that motherfuckers look up. I ain't gonna say look up, but they pay attention to what Adam do. The reason why she is who she is because of Adam, because of what he created. Now this being in a spotlight. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to have other people, because he had black people watching him, white people, everybody was watching the No Jumper podcast. I mean, but you got some people that got their own brain, then you got some people that going to think that he cool, so they going to do what he do, and that, bruh, it's just a bad look for men in general. This is a bad look for men in general. Like, you don't want younger men looking up to him saying, oh, I want to be like him. You not getting that vibe. Like, you getting like she's really running you, but she making you look like you the head, but she really running you. Ain't no real man about to sit up there and let his girl get hit by another dude talking about us for the paper. My name Moneybaggshawdy, and money ain't everything. It's a blessing. That don't mean you go out here and do wild shit just to get paid, bruh. Come on, bruh. You gotta have some type of integrity to you, bruh. That shit crazy as hell.
I would personally do. If you feel like you have no emotional attachment to the guy, I think that's a good thing. I think your heart should be in one place.
Andrew,
that's all I'm gonna say.
Objectively, you could definitely beat the shit out of me, but one time I was hanging out with the UFC fighter Donald Cowboy Cerrone, and he pulled up some old Andrew Tate kickboxing matches and was showing me them, and did a pretty good job of making the point of this guy can't fight, which I am not in a position to judge.
New Mirror Fiber
No, don't
gummies.
be. I hate that. Like,
8 grams of fiber with metabolism support. Hi. Hello. Hey, I see you. Guys, I think she can see us. Kids.
But I have had that experience where a former UFC champion has basically told me about what a bitch you are, which I don't agree with. I'm a fan of the top G. I like everything that you're doing out here, but I think you and Donald Cerrone need to settle this in the squared circle.
Well, that's the thing about fighting, right? The thing about fighting as a sport is that everybody who watches it goes, this guy can't fight, or everyone at home who's never even fought says this guy can't fight, or the other fighters say this guy can't fight, which is why as a fighter you constantly feel like you have something to prove. Even if you win 100 fights in a row, there's always going to be someone out there who says you can't fight.
That's a fact.
I'd like to think that my record stands for itself. I've had 88 fights. I've had a bunch of fights, a 4-time world champion. I fought a bunch of rules, including MMA. And I did my very best, and I won a bunch of titles and made some money and beat a bunch of people. And of course, there's always going to be someone who watches me and says I can fight. There's a bunch of videos that say I can, and
That's just everything. That's
that's
sports.
But
Period.
I'm very happy with who I am and my career and what I've achieved.
Sports.
And
Period.
I'm very confident in my abilities. So it is what it is. And as for Cerrone, I've heard of him. Didn't McGregor finish him pretty quick?
Wait, Chad,
I believe
is
so.
he a good
I'm
fighter?
not
Yes or no?
100% sure. But either way, we need to settle that score at some point. I just want to throw that out there. But
I don't know if we do. I don't know if I need.
Yeah, this is what men. This testosterone right here, bro.
With people on the internet, I see a lot.
This
of this.
testosterone right here.
Beefing each other and all these arguments, etc. I don't need any of those things. I'm fighting against the judicial system. I'm fighting against the most powerful people in the world trying to silence me. I have enough battles in my life. I don't have time to be fucking tweet beefing with some dude. If he has a problem with me, he can come to my house. He knows where I am. Everyone knows where I am. Until then, I have no problems with anybody. So, as for Cerrone, if he thinks I can't fight, then if he wants to tell me to my face and kick my ass, he's welcome to try. And I strongly believe he would regret that decision. And that's as far as I need to take it.
Right. So your brother Tristan was in my DMs, like really sincerely trying to convince me that I had made a very grave error, a massive mistake as a result of having let my wife shoot with another man. Myself personally, having been, a couple weeks removed from the actual incident happening, I don't really feel like I made a mistake. It feels like some pretty regular porn
WT
shit.
in the chat, man.
I was a little bit jealous at first. It's kind of a weird feeling knowing that your woman was in the arms of another man, even if it was
Dog. Hey, bro, you took a big L, Slim. For real, dog. You think other men in the industry is letting they girl, like they wife, get fucked by other niggas in the industry? No, my boy. You did that shit for the bag. That means something ain't right over there. You did that shit for the bag. You got a whole podcast that was booming. All she had to do was play her part, probably add a segment, whatever the case may be. Whoop-de whoop-de whoop. Y'all went a whole different route, bruh. And it's not because it's porn, bruh. I'm not saying that. It's plenty of niggas, there's plenty of people out here that make videos and put it on Pornhub. There's plenty of people that do that. But they either together or some girl they don't give a fuck about, bruh. But it's not their actual wife who they got married to, and then letting a whole nother dude fuck them, bruh, on camera. Then like, that's crazy as hell, bruh.
Was only for a few hours. But it's interesting. You don't seem like you have as much of a real like moral issue with the act itself.
Well, I can give you my opinion on why I wouldn't ever do it. And I think the reason I wouldn't ever do it is because I believe that a man and a woman have a connection between them, and I think that connection is solidified by sexual exclusivity from the female's part, and I believe there's an energy cord between, and I think that once it's broken with another man, I do believe there's a degree of the connection which is damaged, and I think that when the relationship is good, perhaps you will not feel it, but when the relationship is bad, when arguments start to happen, or
now he talking like Andrew Tate. Okay,
notice a slight
talk your talk,
nigga.
nigga.
Because I do also think that once the seal has been broken, I'll give you an example. The 4-minute mile was impossible to achieve, they believed, until one man ran the 4-minute mile, and then a bunch of people ran the 4-minute mile. So once the seal's been broken, for example, let's say your wife's sleeping with another man, the idea of sleeping with another man is not as intimidating as it once was. And perhaps the idea of sitting through an argument or sitting through a rough patch in a relationship and continuing to try to work it out as opposed to just jumping on a new man, it might be less appealing than it once was previously. So I believe, personally, if my woman had already slept with another man, she's more likely to just give up on the relationship and sleep with another man again in a rough patch. That's my personal view.
Facts, chat. No.
Say again?
Why would I mean, I've never cheated on you, like, even in the lowest terms of cheating, like responding to a DM from somebody or anything. Like, I've never done any of that. Everything in our relationship has been out in the open.
That's the
like,
problem.
My messages with the person that I
That's
worked
the
with.
fucking
Like, hey,
problem.
just so you know, like, these are the messages.
Y'all too out in the fucking open. That's the fucking problem.
Basic.
Ew.
Slaps.
Yes. Slay, mom.
She just that whole power couple shit. That shit over with now. Ain't no that shit over with. Y'all ain't no relationship goals for nobody out this motherfucker.
And like Adam has fucked about 200 women in front of me, and he cheated on me. So like,
yeah. So that's why you was supposed to get the skedaddle up out of there, bro. We gotta stop this goofy ass shit, man. Being loyal need to be back being cool. Fuck is you talking about?
You know,
Adam, that's terrible.
We all got our issues. Hey, let me just tell you, about a half hour ago, I was laying on the floor in the adjacent office with a large Italian ass shaking on top of my face. She does this thing called Brazilian face sitting.
he almost died.
It's going to appear on onlyplugtalk.com, which is our weekly podcast where we interview and then fuck a different girl every single week. And this girl was really cutting off my ability to breathe.
On some weirdo
and when I would
ass
grab
shit,
her ass
bro.
and try to move her ass off of my face, she would grab my hands and hold on to them so that I wasn't able to escape. And Lena was involved. She was giving me head during all this. And so, I don't know, like, do you feel like that affects our connection at all? Because after having you shot with this guy, I can kind of understand why that shit doesn't matter to you, because you and the other guy, it don't really matter to me at this point.
I think it's, well, my personal view is that it's very different for a woman than it is for a man, and I think that, and I hope I'm wrong, if your relationship reaches a rough patch, perhaps the idea of being with another man will be more tempting than it once previously was, because the seal's already been broken. That's my personal view. I don't, with all due respect, care what you want to do with your own relationship. If it makes you happy, it should make you happy, and that's fine. And it's your decision to make.
Weird
it's not my decision to make. I'm just telling you that I wouldn't do it. I can give you admiration for a degree to how well you...
I mean, it's the difference between having fun and y'all secretly fucking with each other, but y'all not satisfied. That's the vibe I'm getting. Y'all fuck with each other, but y'all not satisfied with each other. Because if y'all was satisfied with each other, y'all wouldn't be doing none of this shit, bro. It's okay to spice up your relationship however you want to, but to do this shit on a regular basis, that nigga said every fucking week. Fuck a different joint every week. And you married, bruh. Like, if you was a single man, you go ahead do your thing, pimp. But like, when you married, that shit under God. That's what I'm saying. That shit is not a God. When you married, bro, that shit is, you took an oath. That shit is under God. Like, that shit is like, that's like taking a vow. That's like you having a personal conversation with the man upstairs, and y'all just decided to just, hey, fuck that whole shit we said when we got married. I'm gonna just do my own. We gonna just do our thing. Disrespectful than a motherfucker, man.
With the pressure, I guess, or the hate or the backlash. I mean, you've handled it pretty well, which I guess is good. Not a lot of people can do that, so I have to give you some degree of respect for that. But I guess you expected all that before you made the decision to do it, right?
Yeah, I did. And I mean, I've caught a lot of flack because when you first commented on me on the Tucker Carlson show, I left an Instagram comment that said, if he's the top G, I want to be the bottom G. So I do want to extend an invite that if you were ever interested in doing your first ever double penetration scene, that me and Lena, I don't want to speak for you, but I feel like,
dude,
would he be a suitable candidate? Can I tap him in?
I don't know. No.
They trolling.
He looks built.
Can I fill in real quick, Andrew? You know,
you're out. Adin, we canceled you. You're not in this conversation anymore.
Fair enough. Go ahead, Andrew. Would you, Andrew? Would you double penetrate her, bro? Would you do that, Andrew? Go ahead. Answer my question.
All pop together, is that chill?
There's absolutely 0% chance of that happening. And it's not because Elena is particularly unattractive. It's because she's married to Adam, and I have no interest in degenerate, pointless sex, and I have no interest in making a spectacle of myself or even just involving myself in anything which I deem to be...
I fuck with that, Slim. I fuck with that. So what Biggie say, 2 dicks and 1 chick don't bake? Nah, bruh. He ain't even say run a train. He ain't like, I'm not trying to be in there with our dicks touching. I'm not trying to, like, fuck no. Who would, like, come on, bro. That porn shit be having y'all niggas wildin', bro. Having y'all niggas thinking that's real sex. Like I said, bro, it's cool if you and your girl want to post y'all little vids or whatever. Mask, no mask on Pornhub, that's y'all doing y'all thing. But when y'all get to adding other people or letting other people do like that shit weird as fuck, bro. And y'all married. That's the bad thing about it, bro. Y'all married. Y'all under God. Y'all under oath. Anybody that's married, you're under oath. People don't seem to get that that grass. People be in a rush to be like, I want a wife, I want a husband. But once you say them vows and you under oath, you gotta your everything you do as a couple is under God. Dumb.
Overall haram and pointless. It's just not something I'd be interested in. There's not a single amount of money on the planet you could pay me to undertake. So
shout
thank
out to
you.
all who's not doing double penetration, because I respect you all so much.
He trolling.
I'm with Andrew, by the way. I couldn't get paid any amount of money to fuck. No offense. Adam, respect to you. Degenerate sex, I'm not with that. No amount of money.
Yeah, you make $40 a month sitting on your ass, so and that's from one sponsor, I think, right? So
stop exposing him.
No, I mean, I read it online.
But yeah, I'm with Andrew on that one. Andrew,
so do you two think you're going to stay together forever?
I mean, if Adam cheats on me again, maybe not. But
I'm not a cheater anymore. I left that in the past.
That was not like
If you get a divorce, don't you think people are going to attribute it to this event?
I always think that we're going to be together forever. I mean, we didn't get married a long time ago. We just got married, but it is unfortunate.
Didn't
that
y'all wait
if,
till
in
y'all
10
just get
years,
married
we
to
break
start
up
doing the big
because,
wild
let's say
shit?
he cheated on me. Everyone's going to blame it on the fact that I fucked Jason in July of 2023.
I don't think
no one's going to think about anything else.
Nobody's going to be thinking about the fact that we did this in 10 years, which when you're in the middle of the storm.
For playing outside the
See,
line.
it's the fact that what you did, Shawty, was when y'all was married. If you'd have did all that when y'all was just dating, that would have been different.
You've got so many sights to take in this summer, and the McDonald's app is here for them all. Order ahead on the app, save time, and get back to summer fun. Get a Big Mac Combo Meal or McCrispy Combo Meal for $6, only in the app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And everybody's freaking out on you every day, it's kind of easy to feel like, oh, this is going to define my life going forward. Now, that may be true to some extent.
Nah, I'm just not going to fuck with you like how I used to.
I don't really think that it's that likely to follow us 10 years into the future. I don't know.
My hope is to be with Adam forever. That is what I want.
And again, last thing I want to say is this. Well, not last thing, but I think I asked this, but wait, so Lena, which sex was better? Because you haven't had it. Jason was the first dick you've had, right?
You know what? Let me say something. I find this very uncomfortable to talk about.
Man, what?
There's not many things I find uncomfortable, but I just find this uncomfortable to talk about. And the reason is not because, I mean, I'm an adult. I know what sex is, of course. I've lived a very varied life. I just feel like, I don't know. We have so many people watching us, and we're just talking about dick and vagina. Don't you think this is below us? I don't know. We're all pretty intelligent people. We talk about the Matrix and how they're trying to dumb us all down and trying to control all of our minds. And this base instinct talk, I find it very...
He really surprised me though, bro. That's what I like I said, bro. I agree with some of the shit he be saying, and then some of the shit I don't. But like as all he a stand up nigga.
Thing to do, and I don't think that it is. I don't have any interest in the personal sex life of any married couple, and I don't want to hear about it, and I don't want to talk about it, and I just find it very uncomfortable. I'm extremely uncomfortable in this situation. That's the truth. And I'm not saying that from a position of weakness. I'm saying it from a position of strength. I don't like talking about these things. I don't like talking about women getting fucked. I don't like talking about what I do with women. I don't like talking about any of it. I think that what I do in the bedroom with a woman who I care about should be to a degree sacred, and I think it should be completely private, absolutely. And I don't want to hear about anyone else fucking. I want to make something clear to the I don't watch porn. I've never bought an OnlyFans. I've never paid for sex. My relationship with sex involves love, and I don't think it should happen outside of love. And I think that's the way that sex should operate. And I think that when you decide, and once again, I could be wrong, when you decide to keep sex exclusively for love, there's something beautiful and special about it. And if you decide not to do that, then you keep chasing a new high. And you can have threesomes and fuck a bunch of girls, and I'm not saying I haven't done it, but eventually you're constantly just chasing a new high, and you end up just doing something weird. Whereas if you just say, I only have sex
talk heavy, Andrew.
It's always special, and it's always
talk heavy, Andrew.
Sacred. And you get to just enjoy it that way. And beautiful children are birthed.
Stop letting these motherfuckers, man, ruin this shit out here, man.
In maybe like the last 5 years of our relationship, I can really only think of maybe like 1 or 2 times that we've had sex with a girl off camera. For the most part, we are monogamous. We just fuck around on camera. And I think if anything...
Now you want to justify what y'all doing because I wish I could see the chat though, because he got the chat like blurred. I wish I could see what the chat was saying for the simple fact that Like it's a lot of people that think like what he just said out his mouth. There's a lot of people that feel that way about sex. Like sex is supposed to be sacred. Sex is supposed to be you supposed to like even when you was a teenager, bro, and like you always and when you was a virgin, you always assumed or thought that the girl that your first time you had is gonna be some girl that you love, your first girlfriend, something like it was never like, oh, I just want to go out here and fuck everybody now because I don't want to be a virgin. Like, come on, bruh.
Our realization is that the world is so extremely fascinated by a couple like us who are
no, we're not. You're trying to make it that.
Because there's a lot
no,
of
we're not.
conversations
We're
about
trying to make it that.
relationships, and
no, we're not.
In our case,
Stop
I do think
cap.
it's kind of disingenuous for everybody to act
we
like
on this shit because she made you look
when
foolish.
We actually are monogamous, besides on camera. But I mean, for us, it's really like a porn thing. You know, she shot this scene with this dude. As much as she may have enjoyed it or not enjoyed it, it was a money decision. It was like, oh, this is going to be a big move for my career and for our family. We're going to be able to retire off of this money. So that was the reason for it. Not like, oh, I'm just dying to have another dick in my mouth.
I understand, and I'm not a saint. I'm not saying you're trying to say I'm a saint. I'm not trying to.
Nobody is saint, bro. But you married though.
Perhaps maybe it's my fight career, which Cerrone doesn't respect, or maybe it's something else. But I think that you can achieve a lot of happiness in life through actually reducing your exposure to certain things. I'll give you an example. I'm not particularly a foodie, but I will only eat once a day. Sometimes I don't eat for 2 or 3 days at a time, and that's the reason I love a steak. So right now I have unlimited sexual options because I am the top G and I'm the most famous man on the planet, and thousands of women a week are constantly trying to throw themselves at me. And the reason I reject them all is because
authentic Mexican beer meets vibrant fruit flavors and spices.
Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance.
Because I don't think I would enjoy sex as a whole if I slept with all these women. The reason I enjoy sex is because I say no to everybody and say no to everything. And by reducing my exposure to something, that's how I still find it interesting, and that's how I still enjoy it. So I know what you're saying. I'm just talking from my personal experience. I try very hard to not give in to any temptations and try to avoid them. And I'm not saying I'm a perfect person.
That shit take a
by
lot,
doing
though.
that, I find satisfaction in the world. So if I feel like fucking, I quite often don't fuck.
A corollary to that is that we were just on, we were all over Italy and Spain and France on our honeymoon, and we were eating in 5-star restaurants every single day, the best food that's out there. And by the end of it, I didn't give a fuck at all about what I was eating. And now that I'm back home and I'm, eating on a pretty strict diet and exercising and everything like that, you could go get me a McDonald's fucking Big Mac and I'm going to be on cloud 9 because it's just so much more potent than the stuff that I'm eating on a day-to-day basis. So I would say that in the sense that there are a lot of guys out there who think that the key to happiness is just sleeping with as many women as possible.
Nah.
From my perspective, I'm infinitely more happy just being in a nice, solid relationship where I can really trust my partner, as opposed to the way I was, Andrew, before.
So you're not making sense. You contradicting. You contradicting yourself. If you saying that when before you got married, before you was with her, you was having sex with a lot of girls. Once you finally got the one that you really wanted, that you really love, you not about to let another dude touch that, bro. That's just point blank. That's what it is, bro. If you just said what you said about the food, this shit is more potent. She's supposed to be more potent to you than any other girl that you ever slept with. You are, bro. Come on, bro.
Streets.
I saved you.
I was bad. I was fucking like 5, 6, 7 girls a week, new girls. It was disgusting. Doing cocaine, drinking to an absurd degree, popping Xanax, snorting perks.
Fuck drugs. Fuck drugs. Fuck drugs.
I was drugs, man. Yeah, I was drinking lean like Adin Ross, and now I'm much
insane. I'm just sitting here like that's crazy. All right.
Well, I agree, and I just want to say that before you guys leave, I agree. I just want to say that I wish you absolutely the best. I wish the best for everybody on the planet, and I have nothing against you, and I'm glad that you are happy with your decision. I hope it works out fantastically for you, and I hope you stay together forever and you raise your children, because that's a beautiful thing, and that's what the world needs more of. So I wish you the absolute best. I think a lot of people expected us to argue.
All right, y'all. All right, look, I didn't expect him to like just go in on them and shit like that, because normally when these guys that be talking how they talk, Kevin Samuels of the world, Andrew Tate, they do that on their own time with nobody, like when it's just them and the camera. But usually when somebody else is like, you know what I'm saying, of significance, get on and whatever. They don't really go off like that. They just they want to be. They keep it mellow. They might split a few, you know what I'm saying, lines at them and shit like that. But at the end of the day, like I said, fellas, if you got a girl and you love her, you are, bruh, protect her, value her. That's not valuing your girl, bruh. Having other dudes fuck with her for money, just for the money. Your girl should mean more than you than a paycheck. Period. We gonna figure out a way to get some money together, not you throwing me to somebody else to go make some cash. Come on, bring this shit to sense now. We gotta bring this shit to, like, bring this shit full circle. Now whatever y'all do together and y'all make some money, that's different. You feel me? But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I see y'all in the next one. In the comment section, let me know how y'all feel about this situation. I know this was a long ass video, but I had to do it, man. When I woke up and seen this shit, I was just like, yeah, I gotta react to this shit. I gotta speak my piece, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. See y'all in the next one. You dig?